Welcome back. I'm here with Keefe Harrison, CEO of the Recycling Partnership. Welcome, Keefe.
Hey, I'm so glad to be here.
We're glad to have you. So what initiatives or policy initiatives is the Recycling Partnership focused on right now?
What an interesting time for policy. There is a lot going on, and as a 25-year veteran of the field, I'm thrilled because I've never seen such interest from the public and policymakers. Now the question is, everyone's asking, what does good look like? What should I be doing? And it means that organizations like mine, the Recycling Partnership, stays very busy. So in EPR land, that's Extended Producer Responsibility, Colorado, all eyes have been on Colorado as the House and Senate passed that, and now it's waiting for the governor to sign. And what we see is that companies are stepping up to say, look, we need a policy vehicle to create consistent involvement so we all meet our goals. And what the communities are saying is, we want to recycle more, we want to be part of the circular economy, but it is too expensive. We need help, and that's where policy comes in.
Got it. So I'm curious what else you see for EPR in the U.S. Like Colorado is on its way to the governor, or it's on his desk waiting.
Yes, right.
There's also Maine and Oregon. Like, do you see a ripple effect, or what do you expect in the next year or so?
Yep, so Maine was first, and then came Oregon, and now with this this bill right in the middle of the country, we see a continued momentum of states. And really, I think we need to pull back in and ask ourselves, why are they looking to a policy option? They're looking to a policy option because it is a critical time for our planet. From a climatary perspective, we have got to launch a more circular economy that keeps material out of the landfill, but they also are representing their communities that are strapped for cash. And so communities are the backbone of our recycling system in the U.S. I have a pop quiz for you. How many recycling programs are there in the U.S.?
Ooh, I don't know that answer.
You want to guess?
27.
27 is a good guess. The answer is 9,000.
Wow.
There are 9,000 different recycling programs in the U.S., each one of them making up their own decisions on how to run it. Policy could provide us a better opportunity to pull those all together. You know, from a green biz perspective, what is recycling? Well, it helps us meet our goals, but it's also supply chain for manufacturing. What supply chain has 9,000 different points of start? I don't know of one. We wouldn't design one that way. So I would encourage everyone to be more interested in the policy space so that we can deliver a solution that's predictable, that levels up, that drives innovation. That's what policy means to us.
For sure. So go ahead.
Go ahead.
We talked a lot about EPR. What other policies are you looking toward as the Recycling Partnership?
Well, producer responsibility is definitely our leading edge of what is very interesting. I think a lot of companies are talking about deposit legislation. Deposits can be part of an effective portfolio, but it's not an either-or situation. Deposits are really good if what you're interested in is containers, but if what you want is a healthier system for all things, the future of recyclables, we need to look at a broader array. So there's a lot of activity around deposits, and that's a good step, but I'd look at it in a portfolio perspective. I think there's also discussion about what is the role of policy and what it costs to throw something away. I was just at a recycling conference yesterday in New Hampshire, hundreds of little teeny municipal recycling programs, and they were asking the question, could policy help right-size landfill costs so that it's closer to on par with recycling? Did you know communities pay more to recycle? On par, it's generally cheaper to throw something in the way than recycling. Policy could help level that.
So, you know, you're talking about 9,000, 6,000, 9,000?
9,000.
And, you know, I know with e-waste, you know, every state has their own program policy. Are you looking at anything at the federal level?
Yes. We've definitely had a lot of conversation with federal policymakers who are asking what should our role be in this? And I think the momentum on the state side has companies asking the question, do we want this to be a state initiative, or is there an opportunity to create a more harmonized producer responsibility approach? I think we should definitely have that conversation of how do we make sure that EPR is a bipartisan issue.
Do you have like a quick 10-second call to action for people who are watching?
Yes, my call to action is to be engaged, be part of the problem solving. And as I'm going to say as I hop on the stage here in a minute, it is all about the system. We cannot chip away at little projects here and there and expect them to ladder up to system change. We have to embrace what big looks like and be bold enough to go for it.
Great, thanks. We've been here with Keefe Harrison, CEO of the Recycling Partnership. See you in a little bit up on stage.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.